Today, it's release day. I am releasing 3 new patterns, 2 yarn kits, and I thought I would bring you along on a vlog. But first, I need to eat something and take Safran on a walk. Oh my god, it was so pretty outside. Let me show you the 3 patterns that I'm gonna release today. We're starting off strong with Poppy the Penguin, which has been an exclusive pattern inside the Happy Amigurumi Club for a year now. So now she's ready to join the pattern library with all of my other amigurumis. Then we have, just a second, Arthur, the frog bag or froggy bag purse. I'm so happy with this. I'm so excited. It is my 4th bag pattern, my 3rd animal bag pattern, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how this one is received. I took it out for a try yesterday. We went to a pub quiz at our local bar and it worked really well. I am really happy with the size and the bag strap, length, the size, everything. This is coming out together with a yarn kit that you can pre-order, and I haven't released any physical items or yarn kits in over a year. So I am a little bit nervous regarding the shipping and all the logistical things. But I've also realized, since being in the business for 10 years now, that sometimes you just need to jump head straight forward and solve the problems as you go. The 3rd pattern and the last one is my flamingo hug hood, and this is, oh my god, I love it so much. It is so cozy and so soft. It is crocheted with mohair and a wool yarn, Tilia from Filcolana, and perfect from Sundays gone. And I really love how it turned out. And yes, I've been influenced by everybody else crocheting hoods and shawls currently on social media, and I wanted to make my own, so I did. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It is ribbed, which is one of the, I don't know if stitches, structures, fabrics that I really love. It's one of my favorite crochet things to do. Saffron is begging for breakfast, so I'm gonna give her some breakfast and make some for myself. Today's breakfast: oatmeal with blueberries, bananas, and some peanut butter. Oh my god, look at that light! I think this might be the first day since last summer since we have had sunlight coming. Like, the sun is higher, a little bit higher now, so it actually can shine in. It's been a long wait for this moment, and I'm so excited to have the sun back in the apartment because it's been very, very dark these past few months. Today is one of those days where I need a really physical, easy to follow to-do list. I plan my work days and weeks and months in my bullet journal, but because it's Friday, there is always some tasks that has been left from previous days that I'm gonna try and get done today, plus the launch, and everything is just scattered over several days, so I want to gather it up in one single page so it's easy to overview. So that is why I sometimes make these really simple to-do lists for myself. But first I'm gonna eat my oatmeal, and the first thing on my list is to make a banner for the web shop and write a launch email and set up the discount codes I'll use. So when I release something, I usually make a early bird discount code, which can be between 5 to 15% off if you ordered something or bought something from the shop during that launch weekend. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time. I am planning on making 10% off this Friday and then 5% off the rest of the week for the new patterns. I can't afford to put a discount on the yarn kits, unfortunately, but I hope people will pick them up anyways. It is 12:15, so the patterns and yarn kits went live 15 minutes ago. I totally missed I totally missed it because I've been writing flavor texts for a couple of patterns and I got really into it, so I totally missed it. So far I have some reels left to do, YouTube video ending, and the flavor text for the patterns. I think after that I might take the weekend because we need to go and shop for food, and I want to do that before there is too much people at the store. Am I the only one who prefers shopping when there isn't as crowded in the stores? But yeah, it is going well so far. I don't think anyone have bought anything just because it's very early and it usually takes a while before my email gets to everybody. Ooh, I've got a order. Why isn't this got really now in, I guess. Yeah, for the Arthur the Frog bag. Thank you so much, Marie. I'm very excited to see how your bag is gonna turn out. I always get excited when people on YouTube show their live review on Shopify. Mine is very boring because I have a very small business. So I don't have a lot of people, unfortunately, when I launch stuff. But I am happy with those that I have, and I currently have one in Finland and some of you in the USA. So it is fun to see where people are tuning in from and what they are picking up at the first thing. It says a lot about which patterns or items are working or not, and yeah, we will see over the weekend how it goes. I can give you a check-in on Monday to see how everything has been floating during the launch and which of the 3 patterns have sold most, and if the yarn kits have been a hit or a miss, because you never know. Sometimes it can be a hit or sometimes it can be a miss, and that is due to different circumstances, of course. So yeah, I feel like I am talking fast. I'm very like energetic, and I usually tend to do this during launches. That's why I want to schedule in something to take my mind off, which today will be go to the shop and shop for food. Let's do a check-in on what has been happening on my web shop so far. I have one thing that I need to fix. The discount code for Happy Amigurumi Club seems to be working for physical and digital objects, which should only be working for digital, because unfortunately I can't afford to put discounts on the yarn kits at this point. So I need to go and fix that. I also decided not to put 2 different discount codes for the weekend. I talked to you earlier about having a 10% on Friday and a 5% during the rest of the weekend. That was too complicated for Shopify. So I decided only to make the general 10% off during the entire weekend. Yeah, that is gonna be good. It is only for the patterns, which doesn't really cost me that much to produce. Or I mean, to produce, yes, but per item sold, it doesn't have that big of a not labor cost. Labor cost it has, but material cost, which is a different story when it comes to the yarn kits. But yeah, enough rambling. I am gonna go and check out how much we have sold so far. Okay, it is 15:22 and I have sold 4 frog bag patterns, 2 shawl patterns, which I'm a little bit surprised of because it seemed like the shawl pattern would be more popular than the bag pattern. But it might also be that it's more suitable for another audience than my own because it's a new type of pattern. So I hope it's gonna work really good on TikTok and on Pinterest and on Etsy. We will see. 2 yarn kits for the frog bag, which I'm really excited for. Depending on how many orders I get for the frog bag, I can actually sell them or ship them out earlier because I have some yarn in stock. Otherwise, I have put the yarn kits as a pre-order, which might be, in some case, it's business-wise very smart because I don't have to buy in a lot of yarn stock before I get paid for it. I get paid for the product first and then I can order the yarn as much as I need for those orders. And yeah, in this case I lose less money at the end if we see it that way. But from a customer's perspective, it might be not a super positive thing because they have to wait an entire month because I put the shipping date at the end of February just because I know the yarn might take 1 to 2 weeks to arrive, and then to have time. I will probably ship them out earlier, but because I'm not sure how long it takes to get my yarn, I wanted to be on the safe side. So that's why I put 28th of February as the shipping out date. But yeah, this is how I need to do it for now because I can't afford to buy in a big amount of yarn stock for kits I don't know if they are gonna sell or not. So I feel like this is the smart choice, but I understand from a customer's perspective that it might be a little bit annoying to wait this long when they have been excited for maybe starting to crochet already this weekend. But I mean, there is always also the option to buy the yarn yourself and the materials and tools that you need. But I want to give out the option because I know that the carabine hooks and the zippers might be hard to get your hands on in some places, as well as the GOTS certified cotton yarn, which is a environmentally friendly yarn. That's how it's going. There is currently 3 people on the website. People are still at work, so I also am pretty sure and confident that there will drop in sales during the rest of the day too. I filmed content for 5 reels with Lukas, so we have some marketing materials to work with. I haven't made a single reel during January, so I need to get into the habit of making short form content again, but there haven't been any time, and yeah, there is a lot of other things that I'm working on which takes time. 4 people in the web shop right now. Total orders today 7. I think one of them for today was a member for the Happy Amigurumi Club. 6 sessions in Malmö, Sweden, 5 sessions from Rome, Italy, and 4 sessions from Helsinki. Thank you so much to everybody who is putting in orders. I don't know if you understand how much of an impact on small businesses you have as a customer. It really means a lot. So thank you, Pernilla, Minerva, Solveig, Jenny, Mari, and Lena for so far buying my new patterns and the yarn kits. I still need to do marketing, and I haven't made any Pinterest pins. I have only published the frog bag to Etsy so far. Let's actually check how it's going. It was very slow yesterday, but I also know that it takes up to 30 days before before a listing starts moving on Etsy. So I know it will take some time. 3 views so far. No sold items, but that is okay. I might need to switch out the photos on Etsy. I don't know if this is the best photo to have as the main listing photo, but we are gonna experiment and see how it starts moving. So I'm gonna leave that now for at least a week, and I'm not gonna touch it. I am just gonna see how it goes with Etsy's algorithm, and if nothing happens, then I'm gonna start tweaking the listing. So we have Etsy, we have Ravelry. I haven't put the pattern up on Ravelry yet, but I am now gonna eat lunch, and after that I am gonna do some of these. I'm gonna work an hour on marketing, and then I am gonna take the rest of the day off, and hopefully the entire weekend, and maybe even on Monday, because it's Lukas' birthday. So I thought actually that I could take the day off and celebrate him. Hello, it is 10 days after launch, and I thought we would wrap up this studio vlog with going through some numbers and sales. Let's start off with the Flamingo Hug Hood, a brand new pattern type of mine. I have released 2 accessories before, many times ago. If you have been following me for a while, you know I'm an amigurumi lover. So I mostly design amigurumi patterns. I have sold 14 Flamingo Hug Hood patterns. If I'm being completely honest, I thought it would sell better than it did, but I'm still really happy with the pattern. I think it's a brilliant pattern, and I'm so excited to start seeing some finished items on social media. I know one who is crocheting it in yellow. Very excited to see how that will turn out. But yeah, 14 sales so far on that. Let's check Arthur the frog bag. I have sold 7 copies of that pattern. Also, honestly thought that would sell more. I don't know if it's just, if it was a bad timing on the launch. The launch was last day of January, so maybe it's like, firstly, it's January, people don't have any money left from the holiday season in December. Secondly, it's the end of the month, so people have even less money. I don't know if it was a bad timing on the launch date, or if, I don't know. I am really happy with the designs, so I am not gonna think that something wrong with the designs, because there is nothing wrong with the designs. They are amazing, but I'm trying to analyze a little bit why the sales was way slower than when I released the Casper the Crab bag pattern in August and the Wally the Whale pattern in July, for example. It might also be just the season. People aren't really crocheting yet. It is just starting to pick up for spring and summer. I also launched 2 yarn kits. One for the hood shawl, sold 0. And then a yarn kit for the Arthur the frog bag. Sold 2 to Finnish customers. I didn't have any expectations on the yarn kits, to be honest. and I'm happy that I sold something. I did put them for pre-sale and that I ship them out at the end of February, so that might be one thing why people maybe didn't pick them up, because they wanted to have the yarn and the tools right now to get started. Another reason might be my shipping costs, but unfortunately there is nothing I can do with the shipping costs. I'm not Amazon, so I can't have like €5 shipping to the other side of the planet, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I can't. So happy that I sold at least 2. I have already started packing them because I had the yarn in my stock, so I can actually send them out way earlier than planned. My initial idea was to first pre-sell the yarn kits, then order the yarn and then ship them out. So that was why I had this very long time before shipping them out. But I knew that I had still the green yarn in stock and the rest of the things for the bag. So now that I have only 2 yarn kits sold, I can ship them out way earlier, which is very exciting. So yeah, overall a very slow launch. I did not sell a single Poppy the Penguin pattern, if I'm not mistaken. No, I sold actually 3. I sold 3. Usually I don't tend to sell a lot of those patterns that I release for the Happy, like Poppy the Penguin have been in the Happy Amigurumi Club for a year now. I released it last year in January for them exclusively, and now I've released it to the general public in my pattern store. And most of my regular customers are inside the Happy Amigurumi Club, so they have already grabbed that pattern. So I know for a fact that these patterns doesn't sell that much initially. They can pick up afterwards. But yeah, that was a little recap on the stats of the launch. I don't have a typical pattern launch planned for a couple of months now due to another big project, but there still is a chance to get your hands on some new patterns. During Valentine's Day, I usually have a campaign where you get a mystery pattern for free when you purchase something from the shop, and I'm gonna do the same thing this year, and that is a new pattern. And if you answered the form that I sent out at the end of 2024, you are also up for a treat coming your way pretty soon. I'm sorry I haven't sent out it before because January got a little bit crazy, but it's coming, it's coming. I'm working on it. That is also a new pattern. There is still coming new patterns. I'm also planning a crochet along for March. I wasn't sure that I had time for it, but I have planned it now in a way that there will be a crochet along in March, which I'm very excited for. Inside Happy Amigurumi Club, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do that you can buy a ticket and join the crochet along even though you aren't in the Happy Amigurumi Club. I have gotten some requests for that. We will see. Let me know if you have any opinions on the matter in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to chatting more with you in the comments. Have a really nice rest of the day. Bye!